Rumors are that allegedly Gizelle is losing her power at Real Housewives of Potomac. What's going on? I have some new information that may answer that question and more right after this. What's up, kinfolk? And welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, do me a favor and subscribe. And if you already are subscribed, do me a favor and get notified. And you'll know whenever I upload new videos to the channel. All right, kinfolk, come on into the house. We have a lot to talk about. And it centers around rumors that allegedly Gizelle is losing her power at Real Housewives of Potomac. What's going on? I have some new information that may answer all of those questions and more. And here it goes. Rumors are that allegedly Gizelle is having a breakdown during filming because Mia is emerging as the new Queen Bee of Potomac. The source explained, Mia has quickly risen as the new breakout star during filming. All of the newbies have gravitated towards her, and they see her as a solid rock of support as they navigate their new reality TV careers. This show of support from Mia has made them loyal to her in the beginning stages of filming. The source continued, allegedly, this has Gizelle filming and trying everything she can to take Mia down and stop her from gaining even more power. However, said the source, it hasn't worked yet because Gizelle's ego won't allow her to play nice with the newbies. It seems, said the source, that Gizelle wants a fight with the newbies to flex her muscles, but they aren't giving her one just yet. Why is that? Because the newbies know that production will ultimately allow Gizelle to win. So the rumored strategy is just to ignore Gizelle and somewhat ice her out, a plan that was allegedly created by Mia herself. Now, kinfolk, this is a new rumor coming out of filming of Real Housewives of Potomac that officially started filming 2 weeks ago with the entire cast. And now we're getting some very juicy information from how Gizelle is navigating her new normal without her bestie, Robin, as a sidekick to help her create all this drama and discord at the franchise. Now, the first part of this rumor that I am somewhat surprised about, actually, in regards to Gizelle and what she has been allowed to get away with for so long. And it's this. I am extremely surprised that Gizelle's playbook is no longer working with these new group of women. It seems as if Gizelle's playbook has been something that production allowed her to work from the beginning of the show. And it seems as if they were not willing to put their foot down and say, hey, Gizelle, you have to stop doing these certain things. And when they didn't put their foot down or telling her that she was not allowed to do certain things, I kind of felt like that they were pretty much in on her plays. And they saw her playbook as being very beneficial to the franchise and also creating drama and producing the other ladies. Now, with that being said, it seems like her playbook is not working this season, and I think that's a good thing. I think these new group of ladies, one, pretty much know how Gizelle is going to come for them after have seen so many seasons of Real Housewives of Potomac. And then two, I think it's a good thing because it shakes things up a little bit. It gives us as the fans something new to enjoy about the franchise. And so now we can see Gizelle hopefully finally being put in her place and allowing real fun, organic moments to happen and get back to a very fun, loving place that Potomac was at when everyone said that it was one of the top, if not the top franchises at Bravo. Now, kinfolk, the next part of this rumor, I think is somewhat factual, especially going into this season, and it has to do with Mia, and it's this. I think going into this season, Mia is definitely the most interesting housewife on the cast. Her storyline with Gordon and her new boyfriend, Ink, I think is going to have everyone tuning in. And with that, Mia just automatically has the power this season. And I don't think producers are going to do anything to allow for Gizelle to do anything to take that type of attention off Mia because Mia's storyline is just so powerful and so dynamic. And so now we're looking at a place where Mia is quite naturally emerging as the top housewife. And I think it's rightfully so because, again, she has been the most authentic, in my opinion, last season, or she was the most authentic last season. And her storyline was very interesting. Now, some people say it's a little ghetto, and that's just depending on who you are and your taste in reality TV. I, for one, think it's a little, urban or a little too urban for Real Housewives of Potomac. But regardless of that, I think it's a very intriguing storyline. And that automatically gives her the power coming into this season. And that's something Gizelle's going to have to just accept. Gizelle does not have a storyline. She does not give us a storyline. And the only time she was relevant was she can explore other people's storylines. So Mia has taken full control of her narrative, and she's coming in very powerful. And I think that that is something Gizelle's going to have to just take as an L. And also, I think when you look at it that way, it makes it seem easier for the girls to really ice Gizelle out. Because if Gizelle, if you think about it, is not in your business or trying to exploit your business, she really doesn't have a place at the franchise. And she can't do that with any of the ladies, only Karen, but we know how Karen can maneuver her way out of certain situations. And also we know how Karen is slick, also a producer favorite, and they're not going to allow Gizelle to do too much damage on Karen's image. Now, kinfolk, the next part of this rumor that I think is turning out to be so true when it comes to production is this. Production really has their hands tied this season. There is no way production can blindly allow Gizelle to get away with things. They just can't. The heat is on, the eyes are on, and we are tired of seeing Gizelle be this untouchable figure at Real Housewives of Potomac. So producers really have their hands tied here. They cannot go out their way to protect Gizelle at all. And so what I think is going to happen is probably going to be they're going to almost, I can see, and I'm just speculating here, them editing Gizelle out of a lot of scenes just in order to protect her image. Because if you allow Gizelle to be Gizelle in a scene, then she's going to come off horrible, right? And if their goal is to protect her image, they're not going to allow her to come off that way like they have in previous seasons. So they're going to pretty much have to edit her out because they can't edit a scene no more to favor Gizelle. That type of thinking, that is long gone. Also the reason why they were able to manipulate a lot of the footage for Gizelle is because Candiace allowed them to a certain extent by the way she would reply to Gizelle or the way she would go after Gizelle did something to her first. So with Candiace being gone, there's no woman or lady on the show who gives Gizelle that much power over their emotions. So Gizelle's going to have to work 10 times harder to get emotions out of them, which means she's going to have to be 10 times nastier. And that is just something I don't think producers are willing to take a risk on doing with Gizelle and her already tainted image. So I definitely do think that production hands are tied, and they might just edit Gizelle out of a lot of scenes just to keep her image, in their opinion, intact. Now, kinfolk, the last thing about this rumor I think everyone can agree with, it has to do with Mia. Boy, and I think that this is it's becoming truer, more true by the day. And it's this. Mia really outplayed Gizelle, and I think she did it by playing up this dumb blonde type persona. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't think Mia is the sharpest tool in the shed, but I think Mia does have a lot of street sense, right? And she knows how to play her role. And I think that she played her role masterfully. I think that she stayed close to Gizelle to keep eyes off of her and what was going on in her life until she was ready to tell her story, until she was ready to or was able to narrate her story and able to cultivate it to where it was digestible for fans to really understand. And then when she did that, I think, okay, now it made her able to make a good play against Gizelle and kind of get from under Gizelle's wings. Something Nneka should have done her first season. But I think that what Mia has done was very smart. And now it's like she has overshadowed Gizelle without having to really come at Gizelle. And so now it seems Gizelle is making that play to come after Mia. And so now Mia can react, if this is what's happening during filming, in a way that she doesn't come off as the villain. it comes off as if she is actually the victim. Something I think that is very important to do when you're going up against Gizelle. Never allow Gizelle to play the victim card with you. You always have to be on offense when it comes to Gizelle, so people can see who she is for, like, her, so people can see who she really is and what she's really like outside of what production wants us to see. Now, kinfolk, this is all very interesting rumors coming out of production, but I want to know what you guys think. Do you think that Gizelle is losing her power because allegedly a lot of the newbies have just simply decided not to engage with her? Now, do you think this is a good thing for Gizelle, or do you think it's a bad thing for Gizelle, the fact that Mia is rising as the new Queen Bee? And do you think Mia can hold on to this title for a couple of seasons to come? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. All right, kinfolk, as always, if you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, and comment. And I'll see you guys over in the next one. Peace.